This is, I mean, one thing about The Expanse that I loved when I first read it was just the complex, layered nature of the story and the scripts that were written. It's totally written based on the world as we know it right now. It's not a utopian society at all. Much like a lot of the science fiction you're faced with is basically, okay, Earth has gotten over all of its problems, and now we're facing huge consequences and huge challenges out in space, but we've kind of built a perfect Earth. This is not a perfect Earth. We're all human, and the humans in this world, they all have human frailties and human failings. It's kind of an interesting mix where we've colonized the moon, we've colonized Mars, and we've colonized the asteroid belt. We've kind of solved our poverty problem and our sickness problem on planet Earth, but once we expand, we recreate all of our problems again. So you have Earth that is trying to maintain control. You have the moon, which has become kind of the elite. All the rich people live on the moon. Then you have Mars, which has become kind of the militarized force. It's the most advanced technology, and they've become a unified vision. You've got 25 million people on planet Mars that are all focused on terraforming the planet, and they're all unified. And then you have the Belters, who are working their asses off trying to provide the resources for the rest of the solar system. So they become the working class. They become the abused. They become the oppressed. They become the exploited. So like I said, we create our little perfect world here, and then we kind of just recreate all the problems out there. And it's kind of a nice analogy for the world that we live in right now, where we have all of those class systems and kind of that paradigm that exists with us today.
Now, do you see conflicts like between the planets, or like on each planet, or both?
It is definitely planetism that is taking place here. We've kind of done away with racism because by the time we get 300 years from now, we're all going to be looking like caramel. All the white people, you're going to be diluted down to the brownies. So there's no real racism anymore. So now it's all about classes, and it's about what kind of gravity you grew up on. Who had gravity, who didn't have gravity, and literally, you look at the Belters, they're physically starting to change because they live in a zero gravity environment, and they're always in spacesuits. They don't get a lot of sunshine, so they become, kind of like the undernourished part of our population. And then you have the people who are on Earth, full gravity, strong and healthy. So really, the prejudices and the differentiation is whether you're growing up under full gravity or not, and that kind of defines your.
While you were shooting this, was there a particular relationship on the show that you grew to like, either through the tension between them or the camaraderie between them?
My character, Alex Kamal, who's the fighter pilot of the ship that Stephen, who plays Holden, is the captain of, it's basically four of us on the ship for the most of the series. And so we don't get to interact with anyone else. It's the four of us. So I had a really good time kind of exploring each of those relationships. Alex is kind of the observer of the group. He's a little bit older, he's a little bit wiser, he has a little bit more life experience than the rest of the gang. They're a lot more volatile, a lot more kind of experiencing a lot of these things for the first times. And so I enjoyed, my character enjoyed kind of sitting back, watching, and just making little comments. And he's kind of the caretaker of the group. He's the one who holds the family together when it's threatening to bust open at the seams, when they're threatening to kill each other, when they're threatening to break up. It's incredibly important for him to just hold this family unit together, because we have. Everything we know has been lost. And if he loses this family, he loses everything. So that's kind of the role that he took on this. And he does that through humor, and he does that through wisdom, and he does that through a very kind of laid-back, calming type of big brother, Uncle Bob type of persona that he creates within one of these hotheads.
Great. I have to throw a fashion question in there because I cover fashion too. So what is your shirt, tie, vest? Who's that by?
It's fantastic.
Yes, it is. Love the ensemble. Oh, it is?
I'm wearing is Penguin.
Ah, okay. Fabulous.
I found them a couple of years ago, and I love them.
Great. Thank you.